first complex continuation pattern formed by 3 candlesticks is called upside Tezuki gap, which is a bullish continuation pattern similar to the bullish on neckline, but with a few extra details. The first candlestick in the pattern is a medium-sized bullish candle. The second candle in the pattern is a small bullish candle that opens with a gap up, and the third candle is a small bearish candle that fails to close the gap created between the first and second candlesticks in the pattern. It's clear that there is a lot of buying pressure between the first and second candlesticks. The third candle in the pattern adds more confirmation to the buying pressure because it fails to close the gap created by the first 2 candles in the pattern. In fact, it doesn't even attempt to close the gap. The bullish Tezuki gap appears when price is going up in order to signal a continuation to the upside. Next we have the downside Tezuki gap, which is the mirror image of the upside Tezuki gap. So it's a complex bearish continuation pattern. The first candle is a medium-sized bearish candle. The second is a small bearish candle that opens with a gap down. And the third is a small bullish candle that fails to even attempt closing the gap created between the first and second candlesticks in the pattern. It's clear that such a pattern implies a lot of selling pressure because of this failure to close the gap down. The downside Tezuki gap appears when the price is going down in order to signal a continuation to the downside. Next, we are going to see the complex continuation patterns formed by 4 candlesticks in the pattern. The first one is called Bullish 3-line strike, which is formed by 3 consecutive small to medium-sized bullish candlesticks, followed by 1 large bearish candlestick that closes more or less where the first candle in the pattern opened. The logic behind this pattern relates to the idea of quick exhaustion of selling pressure. Notice that price rises slowly and then all the selling pressure that was also building up is exhausted all at once. This opens headroom for buying pressure to continue. This can seem a little counterintuitive at first because of the size of the bearish candle and the fact that this is a bullish continuation, but the key is to understand this concept of quick exhaustion of selling pressure in this particular case. The bullish 3-line strike happens when price is going up in order to signal a continuation to the upside. Next we have the bearish 3-line strike, which is the mirror image of the bullish 3-line strike. So it's a bearish continuation pattern. The pattern is formed by 3 small to medium-sized bearish candles, followed by a large bullish candle that closes more or less where the first candlestick in the pattern opened. The idea is the same as in the bullish 3-line strike, but this time we are dealing with the quick exhaustion of buying pressure that builds up in the background as price slowly falls. When the buying pressure finally exhausts itself in the large bullish candle, sellers have the freedom to continue on their way down. The bearish 3-line strike appears when price is going down in order to signal a continuation to the downside. Next, we have the final 4 candlestick patterns that are formed by 5 candles. I have a ton of free content on my YouTube channel. You can find some basic information and some advanced stuff as well. If you like the material I produce, please consider clicking the like button, subscribing to the channel, activating the notifications button, sharing the video, and leaving your feedback below in the comment section. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next videos. Take care.